Pam. 3, 2, 1, and...
For more than 2 decades, New York-based law firm Morgan, Yates & Cohn has been among the most successful and the most controversial companies in the United States. Founded in the greed is good downtown era of the mid-1980s by Kenneth Morgan, Don Yates, and Theodore Cohn, the firm quickly amassed an impressive client roster, counting such corporate behemoths as Top Investment Bank, Milton Fitzpatrick, and Van Orton Tobacco. A reputation for ruthlessness and dirty tactics, no doubt originating with the notorious affluenza defense of murderous socialite Chelsea Whitmore, has long stuck to their name. But despite the persistent outrage of progressives, the firm has enjoyed a seemingly never-ending streak of successes and legal triumphs. This, however, may be changing. Just a few months ago, senior partner Ken Morgan passed away unexpectedly at the Hitman Hotel in Bangkok. And now, another of the founding partners, Don Archibald Yates, in front of whose Argentinian vineyard I am currently standing, has announced his retirement from the firm. And so, the burning question in the upper echelons of corporate America is this: has Morgan, Yates & Cohn finally run out of steam? I am Pam Kingsley, reporting live from Mendoza, Argentina, on GNN News.
I've always wanted to see one of them.
Valentina must be over the moon about Don stepping down. She's been living alone here for, 6 years? Ever since the scandal that ruined her career.
Are you kidding? That's the perfect marriage.
Well, I'm sorry to burst your bubble of finely aged cynicism, but the Yateses are genuinely crazy about each other. They're the proverbial power couple. Valentina was always Don's most trusted advisor and vice versa. Some say she's the brains behind some of his most famous court strategies.
Huh. Talk about insult to injury.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's just that one of Yates's clients is the rival to the Semaphore phone company, which got exposed in the data leak that ruined Valentina's career. In fact, Yates would have lost his first high-profile case had it not happened. I guess her loss was his gain.
Huh. Didn't know about that. Well, I guess if they can survive that, they can survive anything.
Except retirement.
I was an attorney. For 4 decades, I served the law. Now, I serve something far grander. I serve the land, and the land of Mendoza longs to make wine.
I grew up here. These majestic plains were my playground, and returning here to pick up the mantle of my ancestors feels just incredibly profound.
Our goal here at Vignetta Yates is simple. From our state-of-the-art winemaking facility to our carefully nurtured grape stock, hand-picked with loving care by local experts, we have only one purpose: to make the best wines in Argentina and beyond. Take a good look at this woman. What do you see? A monster? Revolutionary fanatic? Violent extremist? You should. You should take a good, hard look at this graceful woman with the ensuringly professional demeanor and imagine her hands soaked in the blood of your colleagues, including my friend and business partner, Ken Morgan. A bloody trail of carnage and destruction, ending with the partners themselves and Arthur Edwards, our superior, the new supreme head of Providence, is giving her the keys to the kingdom. Now, does that seem right to you, my friends? Yes. That should get their blood flowing. Mr. Edwards, Don Yates, I have received your letter. I merely called to express my regrets that you were not able to make it to the party. Rest assured that I will extend our new herald the warmest of welcomes. A most shrewd and sagacious move on your part, bringing her into the fold. I have the utmost confidence that Miss Burnwood will prove a valuable addition to the group. Feel free to call me at your leisure. Have a good day. Machine? Since when do I get the machine? He can't be serious. He just can't. It's unseemly.
How many times will you reread that thing before you believe your own eyes, darling? Or are you trying to scare the letters away?
Just listen to this. I am making a new addition to the Herald team. Diana Burnwood, former ICA. Please consider her my representative.
At your celebration, yours truly, Arthur Edwards. Yes, we've been over this, Dawn.
Can you believe it? This is the woman who waged bloody war on Providence. She is involved in the deaths of countless heralds and operatives, including Ken, our friend Valentina. Has Edwards lost his faculties? This woman will surely be our downfall.
This woman cleared his path to the top. Is it any wonder that he wants to keep her close?
The partners. You don't think he...
Immaterial, darling. Why don't we take a stroll? The air will do you good.
Yes. I suppose you're right.
We'll figure this out, Dawn. You and I. We always do.
Private?
This isn't going away, my love. It falls on me as constant to protect Providence against all threats, even his bad decisions.
So let's treat this like a court case. Say Burnwood is a material witness to the prosecution and you need to get rid of her. Walk me through your strategy.
Best course of action is blackmail. I've called in one of the firm's junior partners to dig up some dirt. If Burnwood has a weakness, we will find it.
If not,
Then Corvo gets to earn his 7 figures a year. Burnwood suffers an accident. Convincing, but not too convincing. And the blame falls on her rogue assassin with a whimsical M.O.
that might fool the heralds, but not Edwards. He could even be using her to test your loyalty.
Yes, that is the crunch.
Perhaps we're looking at this the wrong way. Perhaps it is less about the witness and more about putting together just the right jury.
What are you thinking?
The heralds. You said so yourself. They lost plenty of colleagues to Burnwood and her cohorts. I am sure they would agree to back your story with Edwards, if properly nudged. Say, by a crackerjack trial lawyer with a knack for stirring monologue. This would even strengthen their fealty to you as constant. Nothing commands loyalty like culpability.
Yes, I like it. I like it profoundly. I will get right to work on my closing statement. Thank you, my love. I truly would be lost without you.
And don't you forget it.
All right, you're on the clock, Aaron. Dazzle me. What do you got on Burnwood, Diana?
Well, I'm fairly certain she was a handler in the ICA. Her name doesn't feature in any of the publicized documents, but I figure if she somehow covered her tracks...
Old news. I don't care if you can place her at the grassy knoll. What I want to know about is her involvement in the 1% killings, starting with our clients. Details, please. The gorier, the better.
The militia attacks? Say, what is this really about, Mr. Yates? And how did we come across all this information? I mean, who created this file? It's straight out of a Jack Sparta novel.
Do you want to make senior partner in Morgan, Yates, and Cohn one day, Aaron?
Yes, sir.
Then I don't need to finish this sentence. Get to it. Never a dull moment, eh, my love?
I should hope not. I didn't marry you for the rainy afternoons curled up on the couch. I'm in it for the thrill rides.
It's been a hell of a run. The firm, built it from scratch, myself, Ken, Theo. More than 40 partners vested. Close to 500 associates. Offices on 6 continents.
Would have been 7, if only penguins weren't such law-abiding little shits.
Very true. I must admit I am not too comfortable with the idea of retirement.
You're not actually retiring, darling. Quite the opposite, I should say.
Yes, well, they don't know that, do they? Those people down there. Oh, they will be supportive. Congratulate me on my golden years ahead.
Yeah, hey, bro.
But I have seen the pity in their eyes. The powerful, the infamous Don Yates, a senior citizen. Fishing hat and sandals down Florida way. No, a man is nothing without his title, my love.
At ease.
That is never going to change.
Fishing hat, huh? Now there's a sight.
Well, perhaps I'll add it to the repertoire. What do you got?
Dartmoor, England. Alex Carlyle, old money scion and head of the Carlyle Shipping Group, is assassinated during her own sham funeral. Jeez, well, this takes me back. 40+ hours of therapy and boom, it's right back to square one. I'm sorry, Mr. Yates. It's just a bit much, that's all.
You're on fire, Aaron. Don't quit now. Where was I? Ah, yes. We need to act, my friends, swiftly and boldly, and in accordance with the integrity of our office. You are heralds of Providence, and I, as your constant, will never flinch in the face of duty or diligence. And so I humbly ask you to follow my lead, have my back, as I will have yours. Not bad. But is the angle right? I need to think. Theo, it's Don. How's the home office? Theo, how long has it been now? 4 months? You have to go outside sometime. Someone of your rare brilliance is allowed a certain degree of eccentricity, but there's a limit, Theo. The clients will start talking. Just a quick stroll on the helipad. It'll do you good. I know, but Theo, it's not like the old days anymore. Ken is gone. I'll be away. It falls on you to steer Morgan, Yates, and Cohn through this difficult transition phase and into the future. Have you at least considered anyone for senior partner? I can write you a short list. Fine. But Theo, when you do make up your mind, you have to actually speak to them, all right? You can't just slide a note under people's doors. Right, well, I gotta go, Theo. The guests have arrived. Yes, I know, elbow bumps. You be good, Theo. Bye now. He needs help.
How is your closing statement coming together?
It's almost time, my love. How do I look?
Prize fighter, darling. Now, don't forget you have a second speech to do. Is your welcome address ready? Our guests are getting anxious.
You know, I believe I'll wing it.
Is that so? How out of character of you.
I'm retired, remember? I don't have to wow anybody.
Okay. Who are you and what have you done with my husband?
What else, Aaron?
Let's see. Miami, Florida. Robert and Sierra Knox, CEO and CFO at robotics manufacturer Kronstadt Industries, are targeted by ICA under the noses of some 10,000 spectators during the Global Innovation Motor Race. I have the details here, Mr. Yates.
Good work. Keep it up, Aaron. Now, how do I best sway the room? Edwards was their boss for years, and I'm asking them to lie to his face. I have to make them see that he is not infallible, that his obsession with Burnwood is a threat against us all. I only get one chance. No recesses, no settlements. Should I appeal to duty, to reason, emotion? If only I knew my audience better. A jury, you at least get to pick by hand. What would Ken have done? When in doubt, always go low, is what he used to say. The heralds will want retribution for the people they lost, and Edwards is standing in the way of that. Yes, that's the ticket. Words to live by, old friend. First the letter, the Burnwood obstruction, now the silent treatment. What are you up to, Mr. Edwards? This is absurd. Why would he nurture a snake at his bosom? At my bosom? A test, perhaps? Did I tell you you look ravishing, Mrs. Yates?
I give it a rest, darling. You can flatter me when we're dead.
Yes, ma'am. Duly noted. Impress me, Aaron.
The Hitman Hotel, Bangkok. Renowned rock star Jordan Cross is assassinated along with Morgan Yates and Cohn's senior partner, Ken Morgan, Cross's legal representative. I'm awfully sorry, Mr. Yates, I never knew. I don't suppose you want to look at this, but, well, I have the details right here.
I see. Very useful, Aaron. Keep it coming. Preposterous. A serious lapse in judgment. If Edwards proves unfit for office, steps may need to be taken. Yes. Have I thanked you for planning this party, my love? Everything looks wonderful.
Why, don't go soft on me now, darling. You have a battle to fight.
Yes, ma'am. Defense rests. What do you got?
Dubai. Marcus Stuyvesant and Carl Ingram, two powerful but withdrawn old money scions, are eliminated by Burnwood and her agent during the inauguration of the world's tallest building. This is incredible, Mr. Yates. I have the details right here.
You're on fire, Aaron. Don't quit now.
Ma'am, I recovered this intel. It concerns yourself and Mr. Yates. I think you ought to take a look.
I see. Thank you. The hell is this? No. No, it can't be. He didn't. He couldn't have. Bastard! Don! I know! Just breathe. Breathe.
Valentina? What's wrong? You look upset.
Don, what did you do? Tell me you didn't.
Do what? I don't understand.
Semaphore. The data leak. It was you. It was you all along. So stupid. Why didn't I see it before? You leaked the document so you could win your stupid case. You didn't care that my career would be destroyed. My reputation dragged through the mud. You're Don Cojones Yates, and Don Yates never loses a case, no matter the cost.
My love, it was... I didn't mean for you to...
What did you just call me? Are you insane, Don? How can you claim to love somebody and then destroy their world with the flick of a pen?
It was just business. You know the game, Valentina. You know how it's played.
There's a limit. There is always a limit.
No, the old Valentina, she would have understood. But you've been down here for too long, my love. You've grown soft.
Bastard. How's this for soft?
No!
Don, get up. Get back up here. We're not done. I didn't mean to. Why is there no air in here? Alexander Fannin's office, please. Valentina Yates calling. Alex, thank God you are working late. I need you to... Yes, me too. You must come visit some other time. But listen, I need a favor. I need 10 million in cash, Alex. From Milton Fitzpatrick's Buenos Aires office. Now, I know this kind of withdrawal requires both me and Don's signatures, but Alex, I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious. I have a big problem. I need it to go away fast, and Don can't know. Will you please call them and... You're a saint, Alex. I'll make it up to you. Somehow.
I need to inform you. Definitely something screwy going on. Then, I know how to deal with the likes of Don Yates.
The Rutherfords. Long time no see.
It's called Black. Yates fixed it. You know him? ICA Reagan. I always suspected he was a middleman for Morgan Yates and Cohen. I never suspected.
Ambassador, so nice to see you.
Well, that's unacceptable. I wonder how your agent...
Yes. Terrible, terrible shame. I blame
Hello there.
climate change. Nothing we...
Excuse me, if I can have everyone's attention, please. So, here is a question. What did Milton Friedman, Ayn Rand, and Ronald Reagan all have to say about retirement? As far as I am aware, not a damn thing. Retirement is hardly the most exciting of life stages, but it is the most terrifying. Why? Because the proverbial golf course is the last stop before the morgue? Why no? If anything, we are larger in death. Death holds no fear for the great, the accomplished. No, my friends, the thing that scares me is not the death of Don Yates, but the death of Don Yates, attorney at law. The disintegration of the professional self. Retirement is an existential void, and that is why I am retiring. It is the final frontier, the ultimate rite of passage. It is an abyss into which I must gaze. Luckily, thanks to my beautiful wife, Valentina, I am a man with a hobby. And I intend to make the most of it. So drink my wine, eat and rejoice in the knowledge that no matter how high you ascend, how much you accomplish, the greatest fight is yet ahead. Thank you all, and welcome. Ah, yes. On behalf of our asado chefs, the wonderful Yosa brothers, I am delighted to tell you that dinner is served. Bon appetit. Ah, Raul. Delighted you could make it. Valentina, I don't believe you have met Raul Salazar. Special advisor to the Pope. Longtime client.
Ah, yes. It was you who kept my husband up all night for the better part of a year.
Yes, a most unfortunate matter. Some believe it would have been 1054 all over again. We were most pleased with the services of your firm.
Oh, I really cannot take credit. It was Ken who led the defense team.
Ah, yes, Mr. Morgan. I was saddened to hear the news about his passing.
It was a terrible loss to myself and the firm. Ken truly was a giant.
Don and I adopted his dog, Pickles. Charming little creature. We brought him down here.
What's up?
Thought the country air would do him some good. Unfortunately, he was run over by a grape picker.
Yes. Apparently, you can bring the dog out of the city, but you can't bring the city out of the dog.
I see. So, with you retiring, Morgan Yates and Cohen are down to one founding partner who if rumors are true, has not left his office for months. Should I be worried, Mr. Yates?
Far from it. We have over 40 partners vested, cream of the crop. Rest assured that you are in the best of hands. Now, if you'll excuse us, Raoul, enjoy the party.
No, not good. It was the documentary about Van
Exquisite.
household name.
The Devereaux.
Just
Looking younger every time.
An agency like the ICA could exist and thrive for so long without the public's knowledge.
Good evening, sir.
That it does. That it does. Yeah, I do want to. Well, just for the sake of argument, say one had an urgent problem, and one found oneself without one, how should I put it, service provider? Ah, precisely. Well, what I'm getting at is,
Superb.
foreigners and whatnot who find themselves in
Pass it on.
Mr. Reinhardt, so glad you could make it.
wildly unethical.
Right. So, good talk.
Have a
Food
lovely
for
day.
thought. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need a shot in the arm.
Delectable.
Yeah, the Chelsea Whitmore trial gave us something I said. This place reminds
Chancellor,
me so much of
don't
that
you look
theater
marvelous?
here. He used to keep outside.
The Yosa brothers do not disappoint.
Always do this.
Savory.